Hello world, I'm Carp, and welcome to Long Live the Queen, which is, well, basically I think this is a visual novel, but this is a lot more of a game than most visual novels I've ever seen, and a lot less of a dating simulator than most of the visual novels I've ever seen. But let's just start the game and you'll see what this is about. Jocelyn, King Dowager, Duke of Caloris. We're almost home. Your room is just the way you left it. Elodie, Crown Princess, and this is the character we are playing here. I know it's hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I've arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You'll have to work hard this year to prepare yourself before your 15th birthday, but I know you can do it. You'll learn quickly and you'll make a wonderful queen. It's what your mother would have wanted. This is not what mother would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me. No, she wouldn't. But sometimes bad things happen. We have to pick up and carry on. All of Nova depends on us, on you. Nova is our kingdom. I will be here to guide you until your coronation, but the decisions you make are ultimately up to you. Come, your maids are waiting. Okay. Welcome to Long Live the Queen. If this is your first time playing, you should read this brief introduction on how the game works. You know what, let's read this, because it's been a while since I played this last time. Tell me more. You will be controlling Elodie, the almost Queen of Nova, as she tries to prepare for her coronation. To do that, she needs to take classes every week in order to raise her skills. The skills she learns will provide different choices in the ongoing plot. Learning the right skills can mean the difference between life and death. Yes, that's very true. I don't think I've ever actually managed to beat this game, I always die. You also need to keep an eye on Elodie's mood. With her mother's tragic death, Elodie is not very happy right now. The mood button will take you to the emotion screen for more details. Okay, so at this point we are pretty depressed, slightly afraid. Elodie is feeling both afraid and depressed, but her strongest emotion is depressed. If she becomes more cheerful to cancel out the depression, her strongest emotion would then be afraid. Elodie's current mood affects her ability to learn. It will give her a bonus to some skill and penalty to others. Let's take a look at the skills screen now. Skills are broken into 4 main categories: social, physical, intellectual, and mystical. Inside these categories are skill sets, groups of 3 related skills. We start with 0 in all skills. Every week, Elodie can study 2 skills. Normally, she earns 2 points in skill for every weekday that she studies. So if she studies history, she will earn 2 points times 5 days equals 10 points. Because Elodie is depressed, she has a -2 penalty to social skill set, conversation. She doesn't feel like talking to people right now. If she studies conversation, she will earn 2 -2 points per day. That is 0 points! However, she has a +1 bonus to expression skill set. If she studies 1 day of the expression skills, she will earn 2 +1 points per day, which means 3 points a day, 15 points for the week. If you study a skill you have a penalty for, you could be wasting your time and not learning anything. If you study a skill you have bonuses for, you will learn much faster than normal. All of these bonuses and penalties will change when Elodie's mood changes. She can also gain bonuses to skills by studying related skills. Check the skills screen every week to see if your current bonuses. Once you know your mood, skills, bonuses, and penalties, you are ready to choose your classes for the week. The classes screen breaks down skill sets by category for your morning and evening classes. When you select a skill set, the 3 options in that set will appear on the right side of the screen. Okay. Choose a class option for both the morning and evening classes, then click the Done button, which will appear in the lower right corner. As you play through the story, you will sometimes see feedback bubbles appearing over the text. These tell you what's happening behind the scenes. Bubbles like these will show you when Elodie's mood is being altered by events. Bubbles like these will show you when the story is changing based on what skills Elodie has learned so far. If the test fails, there is some option being missed because she doesn't have enough points in that skill yet. This feedback is very helpful in figuring out different options to try, but if you don't want to see it, you can turn the bubbles off in the preferences menu. We're not going to do that. Now, get ready to become a queen. Okay, so so all of our skills are minus. Where do we have pluses here? In expression, in animal handling. Okay, so I played this game before and I have taken some notes. Like, I have 5 pages of notes for this game, but I don't think my notes actually help me. Like, they just tell me what skills are checked on what week, and then they have, like, because when the path forks, I have had, like, the other forks laid out as well, and yeah, this isn't really, these notes really aren't that helpful. So let's just see what we're, just try to go with, let's just try to wing it. Okay, so we can't do these, but we could do expression and animal handling. Okay, let's do the expression and animal handling then. Get the classes, expression and animal handling. Oh, we need to choose. The skill of singing beautifully, skill with musical instruments, drawing, painting. Let's sing. Learn singing, and let's learn. Well, if you're gonna be queen, we're probably gonna have to learn about horses. So yeah, let's do this as our thing. You practice deep breathing exercise to build up your ability to sustain a note. You walk around the stables, meeting the royal horses, learning about their breeds and the names for different parts of their anatomy. What's all that noise outside? Who's there? Who's here? Oh, it's my cousins, and my aunt and uncle. Darling, we were so terribly sorry to hear about your mother, Fidelia. Thank you. You look well, niece. Hi, Elodie. Hi, laddie. Haven't seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yep, Mommy said we'd be here all month. Maybe we'll have some more time to talk later. Okay, and now we can choose what thing we would like to get. So what was our mood? Maybe we don't want to be depressed anymore, because I feel like the social skills, if you're going to be a queen, social skills are going to be important. So what makes us less depressed? Attending services makes us less depressed. And the other is cheerful. So where's cheerful? So that's less depressed. That's more cheerful. That's more cheerful. Or we could also visit Charlotte and Lady Merva. That'll probably make us cheerful as well, 'cause I think Charlotte was our cousin. I love this room! It's so much bigger than mine back home. You should visit more often. It's awful that the only time I get to see you is something like this. I know your brother and sister are still too young, but why haven't you come to school? My mother worries about me. She doesn't think anywhere but home is safe. I understand. I'm probably not going to be allowed to leave this castle until my birthday. But at least we can have fun together here. Did we get more cheerful? I wasn't actually paying attention to what the thing was. Well, we're a little bit more cheerful. So what's... Oh, let's check the skills first. Okay, maybe we should take some conversation. Ooh, and let's take public. You know what? Court manners. Court manners seems important. Court manners and dancing seems like something we want to do. So conversation, court manners, agility, dance. Right, that feels like a good idea. You review the court greetings for guests according to rank and when to extend your hand to another. All nobles expect their due honors. You practice curtsying, standing, and walking across the floor in a graceful manner. Okay, we get bonuses to dancing for being afraid. What's that commotion outside? Father, what's going on? I've come to pay my respects in honor of your mother. This is Juliana, Duchess of Ursul. You have no respect or honor. It's because of you and your powers that my wife is dead. What? I'm a lumen, as was she, and like every lumen, I am willing to give my life if necessary to protect our domain. Your line has been traitorous for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. That is for the crown princess to decide. Elodie, your mother trusted me, and I have much to teach you. So we could send her away, we could arrest her, we could let her stay. I think we're gonna let her stay. I want to hear what she has to say. She stays. Now we get a bit more willful. As you wish. And still, I feel like we don't want to be depressed, so... well, there's still Charlotte. Did we get more depressed from that last time? I do not remember. Well, this would make us more cheerful as we're walking in the gardens. Do we want to be yielding or lonely? No, because we're going willful, we don't want to be yielding. Maybe we want to be a bit lonely, though. So, let's walk in the gardens. A walk in the fresh air helps you forget the burdens on your shoulders. Okay, and... right, the moods are like that. So, skills. Physical is actually really good. Let's learn to dance some more. Or maybe we should get some reflexes, actually. Yeah, let's get some reflexes going on, and let's make our court manners a bit better as well. So, conversation, court manners, and agility reflexes. As the person of highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult. Your teacher walks around you, prodding a finger at you slowly in order to train you in blocking those touches without triggering fear or faster breathing. He loves me not. Laddie, do you have a boyfriend? Not really, I just like to play with the flowers. All of a sudden, the Duchess Urshel rushes in the garden and points a sword at you. No, not at you, at your feet? Princess, don't move! Okay, let's... I'm pretty sure we should have some skills here. We could hold still, but we don't have that skill. So, let's look down. You look down where her sword is pointing. There's a snake in the grass. You can't help it. You squeak and jump back. The snake tenses and prepares to strike. No! Your cousin pushes you aside and the snake's fangs sinking into her leg. Lottie! Too late, Juliana swings her sword and cuts off the snake's head. What is going on out here? Your daughter's been bitten by a milk viper. They're poisonous. Get an herbalist right away. I will treat my daughter. I certainly can't trust anyone here to keep her safe. I'm sorry. I don't feel good. We'll be returning home to Merva immediately. Your aunt has a point. Milk vipers are not native to this area. That snake should never have been here. Someone may have tried to kill you. Will Charlotte be okay? I don't know. Yes. I'm more afraid, but I don't want to be depressed. So, we could be less afraid. Or we could visit Juliana. You know, but let's visit Juliana at this point. What is it you wanted to teach me? First, I need to know if you have your mother's crystal. What crystal? Lore test failed. Gotta check my notes if I have marked that there is a lore test on week this. Nope. Haven't marked that. The source of power for any lumen is a particular magical crystal. Once you bonded with it, it becomes a part of you as long as you live. The royal crystal has been passed down from ruler to ruler for generations. It belongs to you now, except that the king may be keeping it from you. Do you have a crystal? Of course. She holds out her hands, light flickers above her bosom, and then, with a sharp sparkle, something takes shape. You reach out to touch it, and it dissolves away into nothing. Oh. It belongs to me. No one can take it from me until I die. You need to find the crystal that belongs to you. So what are we gonna do this week? I really feel like court manners is gonna be important at some point. And I know there's a dance happening at some point in the game, so we probably want to have dance be up as well. But all the other skills are quite important too. Like we have pluses to mystical right now, so maybe we should try to get some lore. Let's get some lore and some court manners. I feel like if we get court manners up, that can't be a really bad thing. So let's court manners and lore, since we just failed a lore check. Now, this is the kind of trap that I fall into games like this all the time. I just failed a lore check, so I feel like, ooh, well, maybe we need to get some more lore. But, you know, we should have had the lore before, so maybe getting it afterwards doesn't help us at all. But, I mean, we're really early. I'm thinking that it will probably help us still. You study rules for formal dining, including the proper utensils for different dishes. As the queen, no one will comment on your mistakes, but they will notice them. Only a lumen can channel magic, and only with the help of an attuned crystal. The ability to control a crystal seems to be inherited, so crystals can be passed from parent to child upon the lumen's death. The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and Zara and their parents gone. It's certainly not empty though. It seems like we've got more servants every day. I was so worried about Charlotte after that snake bit her. But her mother said she's okay, so I guess it turned out alright. Maybe she has a guardian angel. Right. Let's go talk to father at this point, see about the crystal. Dad, what happened to mom's lumen crystal? It's in a safe place. Can I have it? No. But it's mine! Meddling with magic killed your mother. I don't want that happen to you. Once you're crowned queen, I can stop you from doing anything you want, but for now, you're still a child. Okay, so... Okay, maybe our court manners is good enough for a little while. I really want to use our physical, since we have good pluses there. And we have good pluses in faith as well. Let's take some more lore. Yeah, let's take you know what? Reflexes and lore. I feel like reflex is something that will keep us alive in places when we are, you know, when bad stuff is about to happen. So, Wait, what did I say that I wanted to do? Yeah, faith. Let's just get more lore. Lore feels like a good thing. Faith, lore, and agility, reflexes. The kings and queens of Nova have all been lumens for centuries, but in modern times magic is only used for ceremonial occasions and the direst of emergencies. Long, long ago, the continent of Borealis was ruled over by a single witch king until a rival line of lumens challenged for the crown. The resulting war went on for 100 years with powerful spells that damaged the land so badly that even now no plants will grow. You practice with a jump rope to increase the speed of your footwork. You practice solo tennis, hitting a ball against the wall repeatedly in order to train your hand and your eye to react. You may now play sports on the weekends. Okay. One of the maids approaches for your attention. My lady, couriers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna. Oh, foreign intelligence failed, foreign affairs failed. We have a Duke of Sedna? No, my lady, the Duchy of Sedna is in Talas. They have brought you a letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of, deeply regret, best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Court manners, success. It might be appropriate for me to wear a man's gift in public, though. People will think it meant something. Yeah, let's not wear it. It's important to maintain the proper image. Alright, so mood. I still really want to get rid of the depression. Actually, we should... Oh, we can check the skills now. So where can we do... It said we can space sports. It will make us angry and lonely. Or less lonely. We can sneak out. Okay, I just... You know what? I want to get rid of the depressed, so we need something that makes us cheerful. Cheerful makes us lonely as well. And... what about yielding? Less willful. Yeah, let's just walk in the gardens again. A walk in the fresh air helps you forget the burdens on your shoulders. Now, okay, can we see what affects this? I wonder if I have my notes telling me this. Royal demeanor, plus yielding apparently gives pluses to that. What's our mood? Oh, so we're willful. So we want to be yielding to learn more about royal demeanor. For conversation, yeah, cheerful and lonely make us better at that. But hey, we have some pluses here. Let's take some more reflexes. I really feel like reflexes is gonna keep us alive. And then let's take some public speaking. Conversation, public speaking, reflexes, no, agility, reflexes, yeah. You practice tongue-twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation. Is tongue-twisting sequences of syllables a tongue-twisting sequence of syllables? You practice running at high speed back and forth over a small area, making quick turns and changes in direction. You practice tennis against multiple opponents, learning to judge at a glance when a ball is too far away to reach in time. Your skill in reflexes is now 50. You may not increase this skill until your other agility skills are 25 or higher. Okay. As you are walking, you spot a familiar figure in the palace gardens. It's the Duchess of Ursel. Maybe I should go and say hello. Then you notice that seated beside her is a woman in the robes of a priestess. They are very close together, their hands gently touching as they speak. Looks like she's busy. You turn and walk in a different direction so as not to disturb them. At that moment you notice something unusual. It looks like someone just left the palace grounds by going over the hedge. Was that a servant? A thief? Or an assassin? Let's climb to look over the hedge. Oh, climbing failed. You look around for something to climb, but you are not sure if the nearby trees can support your weight. You run over to a statue and try to pull yourself up on the pedestal, but it's too awkward to get your feet in place. By this time, whoever you saw is probably gone away. Unfortunate, because I was really hoping that our reflexes would have allowed us to do something with that, but apparently not. Okay, so... okay, cheerful, let's get... Why is getting yield... Oh, but also, yeah, we want to be yielding. Right, so let's play with toys. You spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. Okay, Royal demeanor is still a negative. Oh, because if you're afraid or depressed, it will give us negatives there. Okay, so we wanted to increase our agility. I really want our physical skills to be good. And yeah, let's take some more chord manners. Oh, right, classes. Conversation, chord manners, agility, flexibility. You study the traditions of ballroom etiquette, how to politely accept or defer an offer, and how to avoid the impression of attachment to an individual. And since this is close to 50, we don't want to do this anymore before all our other skills are 25, it would seem. You learn to relax and evaluate the tension in your body, then to practice the different types of motion available to each of your joints, twisting, shifting, and rotating. As you are walking up the stairs, a maid comes running down, holding a towering pile of linen. Elegance failed, reflexes success. You swiftly step aside and let her pass. Right, okay, hey, we're no longer depressed, so why did we get... Oh, because being afraid is bad for... Okay, so we want to be angry. What makes us angry? Sports. Makes us angry and less lonely. What else makes us angry? Well, nothing else. Is there anything that gives us minus afraid? Well, attending service. But the sports will do the same thing, but it will take our lonely down. I don't think we want our lonely down. So let's attend service. You attend service in the castle grove, letting the peace of the ritual calm your heart. Okay, what are we now? What's our main mood? Lonely. Okay. So, no, not classes. Let's check the skills. Still negative for royal demeanor. Let's get some flattery and... Oh, this is negative here as well. Hey, medicine! Maybe we should get some medicine up. Yeah. We'll take flattery and something from medicine. Maybe battlefield medicine. I feel like that's a good thing for a queen. So, flattery and battlefield medicine. You learn that it's important to make eye contact when saying nice things about someone. You learn that wounds, even a minor one, should be washed as soon as possible to prevent dirt from growing under the skin. There is a man here to see you. He wishes crown funding for a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I have planned to print books using metal letters which can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 laci to assemble the metal and to factory mold and cast the type. With this system we will be able to create new books in a fraction of the time it takes now and make copies to send all over the world. Production trade failed. I don't know much about factories or trade. Would that really be worthwhile? We are not interested. I feel like that would have actually been very worthwhile, but... Well, I love books, so of course I think that would be really worthwhile. Okay, so we need to get rid of being afraid, so sports would only get us rid of lonely as well. Maybe we want to be lonely. Or you know what, let's go visit Juliana of Ursel. My father says I can't have the crystal until I'm queen, so we'll just have to wait. There may not be time to wait. This world is filled with dangers, and you will need the powers of a lumen to fight them. You can't begin training until you have bonded with your crystal. Well, what else am I supposed to do about it? The crystal is probably held under guard in the royal treasury. You are the princess. You should be able to find a way inside. Otherwise, we might have to take drastic action. Let's ask about the drastic action. What do you mean by drastic action? Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Try to reach the crystal. If you can't, come and talk to me again. Right, so skills... still good pluses over here, still good pluses over here. But royal demeanor is low. Okay, let's get some more public speaking and... let's get some herbs skills up this time. So, public speaking and herbs. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. You memorize lists and sonnets, and then recite them for your teacher and any castle staff she can round up to serve as an audience. You learn that willow bark can be used to relieve aches and fever. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget my own mother will never be coming back. This is Banyan, the Duke of Marie, Earl of Serenitatis. Thank you. However, I must call for your aid. The Ixionite occupation of the country of Imbrium has gone on for too long. Now it's time to push back. Foreign affairs failed. I know there's been some problems with Ixion, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying southern Marie. Military failed. I don't know anything about the military. I don't want to fight. There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I will send for diplomats from Ixion and try to come to some arrangement. Thank you, Your Highness. If I might say so, you are looking particularly lovely this day. I hope you will think fondly of me. Is he flirting with me? He's almost as old as my father. Right. Okay, still want to get afraidiness go away. So, you know what? Let's visit the treasury here. Figure out what we need for here. Accounting failed. Presence failed. And try to talk your way past the treasury guards, but despite eyelash fluttering, foot stomping, and outright threats, they won't budge. Okay, so presence and what was it? Accounting? Accounting. Also, feels like we're probably gonna need. Oh, our intrigue is very low. Ooh, what's good for intrigue? I probably have that in my notes. Willful is good for intrigue. What's our mood? Willful is here. And yeah, we were still bad in royal demeanor. Yeah. Okay, let's get flattery up and let's get poisons up a bit this week. Flattery, poison. Okay. You learn that flattering comments have the best impact when kept short. Gushing makes people feel awkward. You learn that it's always better to compliment people for their personality and their choices than their physical attributes. You have unlocked a new outfit. The first treatment for most ingested poison is to purge the stomach by forcing the victim to eat powdered charcoal, which can absorb dangerous substances. The representative from Ixion is here. Be careful, no one wants to give up prizes that they have won. You have the full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. This is Bryn, Duchess of Hellas, Countess of Dysnomia. Norman history failed. Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I am sure we can come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones. No, we will forget about your unprovoked attacks on us, and you will transfer the rights to this little province. For the first phase, we can be good neighbors again, without any lives being lost. Foreign affairs failed. Foreign intelligence fails. Let's bluff intimidate. I don't know. Do we have any skills for that? Probably not. You are trespassing on our lands. You will withdraw your troops at once. Only then will we have peace. Threaten to attack. My soldiers are poised to destroy you. Withdraw now. Presence failed. Then I'm very sorry we're not able to come to an agreement. I guess now we have to fight. Right, this is why I want those things. Okay, still need to get afraidiness away. Attending service would do that, or do we want to be more yielding? You know what, let's play with toys again. That gives us a cheerful, and once again, of course it is childish, but we feel a bit better. Outfits, new. Boarding school uniform, I think it's this one, and tea dress boosts conversation. Okay, so we look at our skills. Ooh. We did all of our conversation quite a lot. I think we could, right, we could get court manners to be better right now. Oh my, our conversation is, like, look at the skill bonus there. Man, like, this I feel like is the thing about this game also that makes the reason why I usually lose. Because I always do the skills that have the most bonus, because, you know, it's just, I feel the need to do that. And then we don't work on all the any of the skills we would actually need. But you know what, I think at week 11, so we've done 10 weeks here now, I think this is a good point to take a break, and yeah. If you like this and want to see more of this, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll only ask in this first video. I'm on Carp, this has been Long Live the Queen. Goodbye world, thanks for watching, see you in the next episode.